Today, we explore the various forms of grief and how we can navigate through them. Grief, in its many forms, is a universal human experience, a testament to the depth of our love and the inevitability of change. It's a journey that can feel isolating, but I want you to know, you are not alone. Anticipatory grief. This is the grief that visits us before the actual loss. It's the heavy cloak of knowing that a loved one is nearing their end, or the impending loss of a relationship. This type of grief can be incredibly disorienting, leaving us feeling like we're grieving in advance. It's important to remember that it's okay to feel these emotions now. Don't push them away. Instead, share them. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, a therapist. Give yourself permission to feel this early grief and know that by acknowledging it, you're honoring the depth of your love and connection. Lean into your support system. Talk about your fears, your anxieties, and your sadness. Sharing your burden lightens it. Remember, vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage in its truest form. This is also a time to focus on creating meaningful moments with your loved one. Spend quality time together. Share stories. Express your love and appreciation. These moments, these memories, will become precious treasures in the days to come. Normal grief, the kind that washes over us after a loss, can feel like an ocean of emotions: sadness, anger, guilt, confusion. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it's okay. Allow yourself to feel these emotions. Don't try to suppress them or judge yourself for having them. Grief is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to the depth of your love. As you navigate these waves of emotion, anchor yourself in healthy routines. Prioritize sleep, nourish your body with healthy food, and move your body. These may seem like small things, but they are lifelines in times of grief. They help ground you, provide stability, and remind you that you are still here, still capable of caring for yourself. Remember, healing is not linear. There will be days when the waves of grief feel overwhelming, and there will be days when you find moments of peace. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and know that it's okay to not be okay. Sometimes, grief lingers, intensifies, and becomes all-consuming. This is complicated grief. It's like being caught in a riptide, unable to find your way back to shore. If you find yourself stuck in this overwhelming grief, know that you don't have to navigate it alone. Seek professional help. Talk to a therapist who specializes in grief. Complicated grief often requires a more focused approach to healing. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can be particularly helpful. CBT helps you identify and challenge negative thought patterns that may be fueling your grief. It equips you with coping mechanisms to manage overwhelming emotions and find a path towards healing. Remember, reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's a testament to your commitment to your own well-being and your willingness to navigate the complexities of grief with support and guidance. Disenfranchised grief. This is the grief that's often silenced, minimized, or not acknowledged by society. It's the grief we experience for losses that are not always recognized as significant by others, such as the loss of a pet, the loss of a dream, or the loss of a relationship that wasn't socially recognized. This type of grief can feel incredibly isolating, because you may feel hesitant to share your pain, fearing judgment or invalidation. But it's important to remember that your grief is valid, regardless of whether others understand it. Find your safe spaces. Connect with people who validate your experience and allow yourself to express your grief authentically. Art can be a powerful outlet for disenfranchised grief. Writing, painting, music, dance. These creative expressions can help you process your emotions, find meaning in your loss, and connect with others who understand. Remember, your grief deserves to be acknowledged, honored, and expressed. Chronic grief. This is the grief that persists over an extended period, casting a long shadow over your life. It's a grief that doesn't seem to fade, a constant ache that lingers in the background. If you're experiencing chronic grief, it's essential to seek guidance from health professionals. They can help you understand the underlying factors contributing to your prolonged grief and recommend appropriate support. Therapy can be immensely beneficial in managing chronic grief. A therapist can provide a safe space for you to explore your emotions, develop coping mechanisms, and find ways to integrate your grief into your life without letting it consume you. Remember, you are not weak for experiencing chronic grief. It simply means that your loss runs deep and your healing journey may take longer. Be patient, be compassionate with yourself, and continue seeking support as you navigate this challenging terrain. Delayed grief, a grief that surfaces later, sometimes years after a loss, can feel like an unexpected visitor. It's a grief that was postponed, perhaps due to overwhelming circumstances, a need to be strong for others, or a lack of support at the time of the loss. If you're experiencing delayed grief, it's important to acknowledge it, to allow yourself to feel the emotions that were put on hold. Don't judge yourself for grieving now, even if the loss occurred long ago. Your grief is valid and it deserves your attention. Counseling can be particularly helpful in understanding and navigating delayed grief. A therapist can help you unpack the reasons behind the delay, guide you through processing your emotions, and equip you with coping strategies for managing this resurgence of grief. Exaggerated grief. This is grief that intensifies to a debilitating level, impacting your ability to function in daily life. It can manifest as overwhelming anxiety, severe depression, or even suicidal thoughts. If you or someone you know is experiencing exaggerated grief, it's crucial to seek immediate intervention and professional help. Don't hesitate to reach out to a crisis hotline, a mental health professional, or emergency services. Exaggerated grief requires immediate attention and support. Therapy, medication, and other forms of intervention can help manage the overwhelming emotions and prevent further escalation. Remember, you don't have to face this alone. There are people who care, professionals who understand, and resources available to help you navigate this challenging time. Reach out, seek help, and prioritize your well-being. Masked grief. This is grief that hides behind other symptoms, making it difficult to recognize. It can manifest as physical ailments, behavioral changes, or substance abuse. The underlying grief may be masked because it's too painful to confront directly, or because it's not recognized as grief. If you're experiencing persistent physical symptoms, unexplained behavioral changes, or an increase in substance use, it's important to consider the possibility of masked grief. Talk to a healthcare professional or a therapist to explore these symptoms and determine if underlying grief might be contributing to them. Therapeutic support can help you unmask your grief, understand its origins, and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Remember, addressing the root cause of your symptoms is essential for true healing and well-being. The loss of a loved one, a profound and heart-wrenching experience, leaves a void that can feel impossible to fill. As you grieve this loss, remember to honor their memory in ways that feel meaningful to you. Create a memorial, share stories, or engage in activities that remind you of their presence. Maintain your support networks. Lean on your friends, family, and community for comfort, understanding, and companionship. Sharing your grief, your memories, and your journey with others can help you feel less alone and more supported. Remember, healing takes time. Be patient with yourself, allow yourself to grieve at your own pace, and seek support when you need it. The love you shared with your loved one will always be a part of you, and their memory can become a source of strength and inspiration as you navigate life without their physical presence. The loss of a relationship, whether through a breakup, divorce, or estrangement, can be a deeply painful experience. It's a loss of companionship, intimacy, and shared dreams. As you grieve this loss, allow yourself to feel the pain, the anger, the sadness, and the confusion. Lean on your support system. Talk to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist. Sharing your experience can help you process your emotions, gain perspective, and feel less alone in your pain. This is also a time for self-discovery and growth. Rediscover your passions, explore new interests, and reconnect with your own values and aspirations. The end of a relationship, while painful, can also be an opportunity for personal transformation and a chance to create a new chapter in your story. Grief is a unique journey, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to managing it. However, there are general practices that can provide support and guidance as you navigate your own path. Explore these activities, experiment with what resonates with you, and create a personalized toolkit for managing your grief. Mindfulness and meditation can help you stay present, manage overwhelming emotions, and find moments of peace amidst the turbulence of grief. Journaling can provide a safe space for you to express your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Connecting with nature through walks in the park, gardening, or simply sitting under a tree can soothe your soul and remind you of the cyclical nature of life and loss. Remember, grief is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to the depth of your love and the resilience of your spirit. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and allow yourself to grieve in your own way, in your own time. As we conclude this exploration of grief, remember that healing is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey marked by ups and downs, moments of profound sadness, and moments of unexpected grace. Be patient with your journey, honor your emotions, and seek support when you need it. You are not alone. There are countless others who have walked this path, who understand the complexities of grief, and who are here to offer support and encouragement. Connect with grief support groups, online forums, or local organizations that provide resources and a sense of community. Remember, vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage. It's the courage to face your pain, to acknowledge your loss, and to reach out for connection and support. Your journey through grief is a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your capacity for love. As the sun rises each day, it reminds us of the cyclical nature of life, of the constant presence of hope and renewal. Grief, like the sunrise, is a part of life's journey. It's a testament to our capacity for love, our resilience in the face of loss, and our ability to find meaning and purpose even in the darkest of times. Remember, you're not alone in your journey. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Your voice matters, your story matters, and your journey through grief is a testament to the strength of the human spirit.